Hello and welcome. D-Day has arrived. It is the final of the Women's World Cup, India versus South Africa. We're building up to that. Of course, I'm sure a lot of you are enjoying the men's game as well. So are we. But, that's still a bilateral series. This is not just a World Cup match. It is the finale, the grand finale. And just one win away, the women in blue from creating history. So this requires all our attention, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing on Sports today. Not only do we have a long extended pre-show for you, which we're going to go live from now till that first ball is bowled, provided the first ball is bowled on time, because as we are getting to know, at least till some time back, it was raining. If you are going to be live with us, we are going to take you live to Navi Mumbai as well and get you all the latest from there in terms of what the weather situation is like, if the toss is happening on time or not, and if the toss does happen, then what is the playing 11, all of that we're going to discuss. But before we show you the actual ground condition, once we take you live, we have our in-house weatherman in Siddharth, who has done his research. Give us from the history, the geography to the future.
This is unprecedented because now we are in November and
the rain in Mumbai is unprecedented.
In November, October,
Mumbai,
November,
it rains anytime.
Not really.
It's that entire belt that's receiving unseasonal rains. I was speaking with somebody who's a reporter in Goa. He was telling me even Goa's been experiencing for the last couple of days unseasonal rain.
So I saw this one reel on Instagram, which was from that part of the country, from Maharashtra. So one content creator has made. So he's like, this year, and he's like, so he's in the rain, and so this year then Holi raining, like all festivals, like he's like Ganpati raining, Diwali raining, or Navratra raining, Chhat Puja raining, Christmas raining. He had rain for every festival.
Yes,
has had rain. So he had put that.
So yesterday the weather predictions were 63% chances in the afternoon.
So today, fair to say, it could be festivities in store for us since it's raining.
When he says festivities, he means we'll celebrate a win. That's what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
It went over about as well as a lead balloon. So.
Oh, you could have festivities.
Please tell us about this.
That is the other way around. He's saying on a festival it's raining.
Achha.
Today there is no festival.
Yes.
Halloween happened yesterday, if I'm not
No, day before.
Day before, yeah. So that's the only festival. Now there's nothing. So yes, 63% chances of rain had taken place. The chances were there, afternoon. And you are going to see rain for at least 1.5 hours in the afternoon.
Jesus.
But it has been raining since morning. Morning also, there was about 60% chances of rain. But there is great news because in the evening, there is no rain.
For now.
No, there is. It's going to be like how it was in the Australia game. You will have a brief interruption, but evening time there will be no rain at all. So you might see worst case scenario, a truncated game, but you're not seeing a washout and going into the result.
So what is just put some SOPs here. So let's say if it rains a little bit and start, and you go past that extra 1 hour from where the overs now are beginning to be cut. So let's say hypothetically it becomes a 35 over game.
Sure.
Okay. And you're playing the 35 over game, and the team that's batting first is playing 35, and it rains again and it stops. There's no more play after that. First innings is only happening. It's already been decided 35. 2-3 rain interruptions have happened. 35 over game, and then a rain comes and no more play is possible.
Okay.
Then next day, do you keep it a 35 over game? Because once you've told them 35 and they've batted a little bit, keeping 35 in mind, next day you only have a 35.
So if you have bowled even one ball, if it's a 35 over game,
let's say it started, you're playing 50 over, rain came.
Yeah.
Okay. And rain ensured that no game for let's say 2-3 hours. You come back after 2-3 hours, they are told 35 over game.
Yeah.
And let's say one ball is bowled and you've played.
Yeah.
And rain again comes. Now you have a reserve day, it will go into reserve.
Yeah.
Now 35 over game or 50 over game?
35 over game.
Acha.
The only situation is if you have gotten 35 overs, if it's reduced, you come out but not a single ball has been bowled. In the reserve day, it reverts back to the 50 over game.
Okay. So your first priority is to finish the game. Let's say it becomes a 35. You come back, you play a bit, then it rains again, becomes a 20-20 game. Then in that 20-20 game, you're not going to be like, okay, I will not reduce any further overs because I may get a 50 over. No. 20-20 also, if you get today, first priority is finish.
First priority is to get a result today.
Even if it's a 20 over game.
Yes.
If a 20 also over game is not possible, then you go to the
reserve day. So,
but then if you go to the reserve day, it will be played as a T20 only, right?
If it's already
one ball has been bowled.
If one team has batted after an interruption and after overs were reduced.
So supposing at last point they say 20 over, let's say multiple rain interruptions, they're 20 over today, and they come out, and if one ball is played,
it's a 20 over match.
Then it's 20. But okay, now let's say it starts with 35 over game, right? Then you come out and you're told a 20 over game, but not a single ball is bowled. Then you start next day 35 over.
No. It'll be a 50 over. Not one ball has been bowled, na?
No. After it was decided, let's say
it's
50
decided.
over, then rain interruption, now it becomes a 35 over game.
Yeah.
Okay.
No further players happened.
You come out to bat for 35, but rain comes again, you go back in. Okay, rain stops again. Then you go out, now less time, now 20 over game, but no ball has been bowled yet.
On the reserve day, it will be a 50 over game.
Oh.
It will start from scratch.
35
after Siddharth, it's been reduced because
one ball.
So you played one ball of 35.
Then
it's a 35 over game.
If not a single ball has been bowled,
then it reverts to tie.
Yes.
But if there's any action that takes place after an interruption and then there's permanent interruption then or no play possible.
Okay, so with that in mind, all we can tell you is the way the weather forecast is. You may have a shortened game, but you'll definitely have a result today. Am I fair in saying that? The way, if the weather forecast is correct, if what Siddharth is telling us, then rain only in the initial part. Worst case scenario, you'll have a shortened game, if not a 50 over, but you'll have a result today any which way.
Yes.
Okay, so that's great news. So at least at the end of the Sunday, we'll know whether.
Yeah. So again, the SOP is on the reserve day also. If there is total rain and you cannot get a result, the trophy will be shared.
Okay.
No team will be then, they finished higher up on the points table or something. No, the trophy will be shared if there is total rain on the reserve day also. And by the way, there is rain even on the reserve day.
Oh, okay.
So the hope will be that one way or the other, let's try please and finish the game today. You don't want it to go to a reserve day, which is also going to be blighted by rain, potentially.
So, yes, we have our representative in Navi Mumbai, and fortunately, she doesn't have an umbrella over her head. Khushi, can you hear us?
There's your cat.
Hello? Khushi, can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. So, Khushi, what is the latest update that you're giving us from Navi Mumbai? Has the rain eased? Is it a drizzle, or do you see further rain coming?
Now I don't need an umbrella because it's like barely drizzling and it's not that heavy. But there will be a delay, of course. It's 2:30. It's toss time, but I don't see it happening as of now because for that rain has to stop completely. And as of now, it's drizzling. There are some droplets that I can see. So I think it's going to be a delay, of course.
It will be a delay. But looking over the horizon at the stadium anywhere nearby, do you see dark clouds lingering, or do you see it is clearing up slightly?
Clear as of now. You can see a clear sky. I'll just show you one. See. So it's all clear as of now. There are no dark clouds. I think the sun might come in a while, but it's pretty much clear.
So it is clear, but again, I think the worst of the rain is gone. That's what I can say.
But you're definitely getting at least a delayed start. I don't know if the encounter will be truncated, but right now you're getting a delayed start. You're 10 minutes away as things stand from toss time, and I don't think you're getting it cleared up that easy. Although what you can see in this thing is not that clear.
But actually it is good news because these are very light clouds, and I think it is clearing up significantly. So yes, it's not those
Speaking like
star
a true weatherman, yeah. Light clouds,
Weather
heavy
today.
clouds.
22 years in
That's why I go to
Mumbai,
him.
the experience.
That's why I go to him for whenever there's weather update. What I know that he'll. Okay, we've got Khushi with us. Khushi, tell us. Siddharth is an ex-Mumbaikar. He's not a current ex-Mumbaikar. You are fortunate enough there in the thick of the action. You've got current Mumbaikars around you who've come from Mumbai to Navi Mumbai and people from Navi Mumbai as well. What are they telling you? They are far more experienced with the Mumbai weather. He's an old guy. He's talking about old things when he was there. Now things would have changed.
I think we may have lost her.
Have we lost Khushi?
Yeah, network's patchy.
Sorry for the disconnect. Yes, I can hear you. So you were asking about the people who are staying here, the local people.
Yes.
So honestly, nobody with the weather. So in the morning, I was thinking that it's going to be a bright day, perfect day for the match, but then it started raining. Yesterday, when I was looking at the weather forecast, it showed that it's going to rain between 3 to 7. So I thought, okay, it might affect the first inning, but not much. So, but as of now, you can see that the rain is still happening. The drizzle is still there. There is now we have a delayed start. So that is why nobody can actually predict. Locals were saying, like 2 hours before, locals were saying that we're going to have a full match. But now everybody is saying we might lose some overs maybe.
Okay, tell us also about the women's team. What were they up to? You were there from the semi-final to now. Last few days, what is the team up to, the women's team? Did you get a chance to see them? Were they looking confident? Had they been practicing? Give us some, you were probably there at the press conference. Give us some insight.
Yesterday, we could not have a practice session because of the rain. The rain didn't show up, but then we could not have the practice session. Why? Because the pitch was covered, the area was covered. So the practice didn't happen. But in the press conference, Harmanpreet, she looked calm and she had that realization that we have to move forward from what we have done in semi-finals. We have done well, we all are very happy, we are proud, but now we have to focus on the final. And one thing, what she said exactly, actually touched my heart. She mentioned that हमने हार को जिया है. We have lived how it, we know how it feels when we are on the losing side. But we want to live the moment when we win. So the moment you're on the other side, तब कैसा लगता है? How do you feel once you are on the winning side? She said that and that was very emotional. She mentioned कि हम बहुत हार चुके हैं, लेकिन अब जीत को महसूस करना है. So that is what she mentioned. I saw Jenny as well. I shared those visuals also that she was standing outside her hotel, this courtyard by Marriott, and she was sipping her coffee, looked pretty calm, pretty relaxed. And I had a word with her. I wished her luck. So she was very calm, and we could see that all the players are now calm. They are very happy that they won against Australia, especially in that way. So now I think they are working as favorites.
That's lovely to hear. Jemimah sipping her coffee, enjoying, very relaxed, looking forward to this particular game as well. Any insight as to what would be the 11 that they are playing? Any news doing the rounds there in Mumbai? They're going to go unchanged, or they are looking at making a few changes?
It's going to be unchanged because you don't want to change, do many changes in your winning combination. But still, as I said, that there was not much practice happening yesterday because of the weather. But then when I was moving outside the stadium after the press conference, I saw Harleen Deol batting in the net. She was taking some throwdowns. So I got curious, and I saw Shafali Verma also. She was standing at the side. So I thought maybe can India think about this that if they go if they take Harleen as opener and drop Shafali, I don't know. Maybe it's a risky call. You have chosen Shafali in the semi-final, so there must be a thought behind it. You would not want to change it, but can be a case. And people are talking about Sri Rana. She's played really well throughout the tournament. So people wanted her to play, but now that Radha Yadav has played a final for you, and you've won that match against Australia, high emotions. So I don't think so there will be any change.
Okay, Khushi, thank you so much for those updates. You go, have a good time in the game. Hopefully, keep your fingers crossed, and hopefully we get some action there. sooner rather than later. So thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so that's interesting. The one information apart from the weather is that there was Harleen Dior batting in the nets and Shafali was standing, right? Is that a sign of things to
We
come?
saw last month Sanju Samson was sitting on the ice box and watching Jitesh Sharma bat all day long. And who did we see first match Asia Cup come out to bat for India? It was Sanju Samson. So again, we've seen too many of these
That's
things
the
happen.
men's team, huh?
We've seen too many of
Men's
these things
team also
happen.
puts curtain so that you can't see their practice. Women's team doesn't do that.
We may not be too far. We may not be too far from that.
No, they'll take
I
a few
don't-
years.
Yeah, exactly. But whatever. See, the game could evolve
I don't know
for.
you guys. I may not be in the profession. You guys may still be there. I don't think I'll see the day where there'll be curtains around there. No media allowed to cover what they're doing.
See, what's to suggest that the women's game will not evolve the same way that the men's
No,
game has?
it will. I'm saying.
Yeah.
It'll
There's
take
still some time for it.
By that
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
I would be.
Same SOPs. Exactly
I'll be
same
retired.
SOPs.
You'll have to cover.
Well guarded, no transparency, limited questions, limited answers.
Access gone.
Yeah, like
Basically.
see, it's that's how sport has been in
No,
this country.
that it'll happen. But I'm saying that the timeline may be still far away from getting to
Today could be an epoch-making moment. Who knows how quick things may get or how slow they may happen. Whatever it is.
Achha, anyone picking up from that sign, apart from, okay, if you're not looking at the sign as well, what are you doing? You're playing Shafali like you did in the semi-final, you're going with Harleen.
Shafali.
Shafali. I don't want to change too much. If you keep changing now, listen, it's not
But
the
she
sign of a
came in as a
settled
change
thing.
only.
Yeah, but that was an enforced change. No? Pratika, if it were not for Pratika's injury, there'd be no Shafali.
But in the semis you changed, you got Radha in as well. Sneh had been playing all throughout.
Yeah, that's
But
what
that
I.
change helped and it
But
was,
Radha played in the Bangladesh game.
No, that was an inconsequential game.
Yeah, that was the game you were rotating.
For all your proper games, Sneh has been playing.
Also looking at left hand, right hand, the left hand, right hand distribution for South Africa, you need
Yeah,
a Radha.
they only have righties. They don't
Exactly.
have a
So you don't want a Sneh in that case as well, as again has been the norm in just men's or women's cricket. Radha was also good, truth be told. So
And
and,
let me-
spinners have done well in this whole tournament.
Left arm
we've seen.
spinners have been your key in
Yes.
this women's
Yeah,
World Cup.
where did you lose that match in that South Africa match? It was
You didn't have a left arm spinner.
Yeah, but Mlaba is the one who caused India all
And
the
try
problems.
on.
Yeah.
Radha was a bit expensive though.
Yeah.
Last game, but okay, fine. That I'll still think maybe because they've got all righties in the South African team, and she's part of your team. This track probably helps her left arm spin as well. There's a bit of extra bounce. So maybe with Radha. But for opener, I was not too sure about Shafali because I think, why I say, one, she's coming cold into the tournament, whereas Harleen has played most of her matches. Two, you are playing a batter less when you're playing Radha. You're playing 7 batters. Then I can't afford to have a risky opener like Shafali. I might as well have a more conservative opener in a Harleen in that scenario because each wicket matters. See, that game you won versus Australia because Jemimah played her innings of a lifetime. I can't be expecting that every time. So if it is a usual sort of an ODI where nobody really plays such a big knock and usual being there 60, 70 sort of everyone chipping in, I would then be tempted. See, if you get a Sneh in, then I agree because you've then got batting till 8, then take a gamble of having Shafali at the top, fine. But if you're not getting a Sneh in and that there's reason enough to play Radha, which I also agree with, I would play Radha. But then I'm not keeping a Shafali. It's too big a gamble. So I'm effectively then, if it is a regular day and the lottery doesn't come in your favor, the lottery being Shafali, then you're playing with 6 batters, which I think in a final.
Hey, just a bit of a breaking news, guys, before we keep going further. The toss is reportedly set to take place at 3 p.m. So we're set for a 3:30 start, which means good news, no overs lost.
No overs lost. From 4 p.m. onwards, you'll start losing overs if that's the case. 1 hour after the start. So, yeah, start at 3:30. Hopefully, the drainage luckily is good in DY Patil. And that's why, despite all the rain, there'll be some patches near the boundary which might be a concern. That's why they've taken this much of time. But otherwise, you won't see any problems as far as the drainage is concerned. So, yeah, I think this was the worst of the rain that came. Now, you won't see that much of rain. There might be one passing shower in the late afternoon period. But apart from the worst of the rain's done.
I'm also hearing there could be a fair bit of dew today.
Yes, there will be dew.
Big final, you want runs on the board. There is a due scare in the evening, all the more reason for the team winning the toss, hopefully India,
See,
to
India,
go ahead bat.
I mean, if you look at it, the chase, 2005, you wanted to chase 216 in the final at Centurion. You lost that by
19 runs.
98 runs.
98.
In the 2017 final, you chased, but you lost by 9 runs. Big pressure. Will you want to chase or do you want to put up scoreboard pressure?
No, you chase. With the due factor, you chase.
Only once in this 21st century has a team chased and won the final in the Women's World Cup when you look at it.
There's not been too many 200 plus totals being chased in World Cup history also.
Exactly. See, Australia versus England 2022, 356 Australia made. That was after England won the toss and opted to field. Okay, that was one. But Alyssa Healy played a knock of a lifetime. England batted in the final and India lost chasing. 2013, Australia batted first, West Indies lost at Brabant. 2009 North Sydney Oval was the only time in this century where a team has chased, but that was chasing 167 and England lost 6 wickets. Then again in 2005, India had to chase, but they lost by 98 runs. 2000, New Zealand won by 4 runs in that final. That's their only title. So that is why chasing is a big issue in a World Cup final, especially in the women's thing. So, but DY Patil is a chasing ground.
Exactly.
What do you do then?
That's the key.
I don't want to be a captain on the big stage.
No, if I'm the captain here, it's an easy call. I don't play history. I play the conditions on offer right now, which means I chase. I've seen how beneficial chasing has been on this ground. And last game also, I remember very clearly the Aussie bowlers were struggling significantly. There were one too many slips with the bowling. They were trying and it was slipping. There was a no ball also called for waist height. I do think, and this is just a thought, it could be that some of the reason the catches weren't sticking also is because there was dew. I am not taking that risk. If I win the toss, I will bowl first. Simple.
Actually, if you ask both the catches, Alyssa Healy, Talia Mugra, I think
the Talia one I will be more forgiving of. The Healy one less so.
Yeah, so again, I don't think both those catches had anything to do with dew. Again,
Talia
was just taking things lightly. I felt she just didn't, manage to gather herself. She had made all ground. She didn't have to do much. Same with Healy as well.
Healy the
right under the
gloves,
under
exactly.
the ball. But yeah, it's a tricky one. History tells you again. Big final, go bat. There's always scoreboard pressure on the chasing. This team knows what chasing pressure is like in a World Cup final. They've been there in the past, even in the semi-final. So many times this team has. But I think it'll also give them confidence what they did against Australia. They can go back themselves to believe that they can go ahead chase. Also, defending totals, there's so many ways of looking at it. You should have ideally won that match against South Africa the first time as well. You had enough runs on the board. Against Australia as well, 339?
331. And the first game, Vizag you're talking about?
Yeah.
331.
331. Again, you should have won that one as well, but Alyssa Healy did Alyssa Healy things that time. So, you've got both ways of looking at it. If I were India, I would go ahead and back myself to chase. Especially when I know the equation could change basis rain.
I think, England was the one major game you lost while chasing, right? South Africa, you were defending.
You defended.
You were trying. Yeah. So, I will take the chase. Any day of the week.
Yeah. I'll also would want the team to chase. One is, of course, the dew. It's a chasing ground. And I think if it is a shortened game, it's best to chase. I know what total is chasing.
Yeah.
Batting first, it's a bit confusing. So
we go back to that first ODI, the Australia-India series.
Yeah, exactly.
You were so confused because every few minutes the equation was changing, and it's just very unfair on the team batting first, but it is what it is. You win a toss in this sort of a circumstance. Also, it's just rained. You want to exploit some early conditions. If you can get some movement, the pitch has been under covers for a while, there might be moisture. Go for it.
Yeah.
Time to unleash Renuka Singh Thakur then in these conditions.
Renuka Swing Thakur.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take this one question before we wind up, and then we'll be live at 3 as soon as the toss is done with the India 11 and all of that. This is not related to this game, but he is Dakshay Ganguly. Is it? What is it?
Might be that only, most likely.
I don't know.
Dakshay.
Probably not Dakshay.
Dakshay.
Pronounce something different, but yeah.
He says, Tim, it's
Ganguly, is it?
Gandhi.
Dakshay Gandhi. Okay.
Today is the Gandhi Mandela Derby.
Yeah.
Yes. And soon, whole of November is the Gandhi Mandela Derby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Dakshay is saying Tim hits a 4, but you all blame Tim
Hits at 4. But
Hits
you all
at-
blame GG if India promotes.
Well, what? Tim has been playing at 4 for a while now.
Yeah.
That's-
It's something we pointed out in this chat.
Yeah, he's.
And by the way, when we blame GG for
No, we used to say, fine, if you take the punt and it works, right? If it doesn't work, then no.
no, but
I think
when,
because-
when
Because Harshad was promoted ahead of Dubey last time.
Plus, not just that, there have been other instances.
talking about 4 and that's a batter being promoted basically.
7 or 8, if someone is being this thing, I don't think it
maybe
makes that much
he's
of a
talking about
difference.
the fact that Sanju was also promoted.
But Sanju we never criticized. Did any one of us criticize him being promoted? No.
In fact, he got the worst timing to be promoted.
We criticize the decision to drop him.
Yeah.
Not his decision to
We
go up
only
the
said
order.
that he was a bit unlucky that on the day he got promoted was the day where it was bowling friendly conditions.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
not criticized.
Yeah, and by the way, Tim, there's a reason he's been promoted in T20 I's after the World Cup, last World Cup, which is 24. He's been striking it at over 200 internationally against spinners. So they're using that to just kind of make him go. In the first over also that Varun bowled, he took him on. It's just Varun came back nicely in the second over.
He's batting really well. They had a bit of a mind game thing, Varun and
Yeah.
Tim David last
It's been happening
Last-
for, yeah.
And
2
Varun
matches.
came out on top.
Yeah.
But
both
this
times.
time he's on top.
It's a topsy-turvy encounter. That's
Okay, we're going to take your leave. Live at 3, that's when the toss is going to happen. We're really eagerly waiting to see what the 11 is, what India do at that toss, at that World Cup final. We'll be live then at 3. And right after that is done, we'll be live for the mid innings of this game. So much
going on.
Indeed.
So much happening.
Super Sunday indeed.
So much
Super
happening.
Sunday.
Like Harman said did you hear that post match? She was saying, no, we tried very hard and this, and it was always really tough for us to do it. But this time we have parred the line. Par in Hindi.
Ah,
You're part of the line.
Part the line.
Road.
Parka Road.
Par karo the line.
Park Road.
Bye bye. See you at
See you
3
at
PM.
3. Bye-bye.